We're doing a campaign where we turn Poland into Prussia. In the last video, we got some serious subjects, formed Prussia, and began annexing the HRE. If you haven't seen that, there'll be a card at the top of the screen, or click the description below. In this video, we're going to turn our Polish Prussia into Germany and then Rome. So hit that like and subscribe button and enjoy the video. Truce with Lorraine has expired. I'm going to use this to reset the truce with Austria, so we should go ahead and do that war. We can also piece out Portugal for some money and war reps as well if we get down there. This should dissolve the coalition pretty nicely. We're going to declare for war for Bern against Savoy. Let's fully annex Ulm. We should be able to full core all of that stuff as well. Sitting under 100 of our overextension. And then when we piece out for Lorraine, we could probably piece out Austria as well. I'm probably just going to white piece Austria, actually. There's no point in prolonging that truce. We got to get Portugal out of this war, and then Savoy, we need to get France and Tunis and the Papal State and Venice out of that war. Peace out for full annexation of Lorraine. Core all those up. Well, we officially have all German culture provinces once we fully annex Austria. That's pretty substantial. The next age is here, so I should probably promote one more culture. Found another trade company, and then probably put some universities down. That's the next logical steps. Then we can start getting our absolutism to go up. I probably should have started revoking some of my whatchamacallums, these estate privileges sooner, but that's okay. I guess we'll get rid of the Junkers stuff. Start pushing our absolutism up. Right now our cap is at 28. That's going to go up as soon as we get rid of more of this stuff here. So my trade is really bad. Great Britain is stealing a bunch of trade here, and since they're a personal union, I really can't adjust that very easily. So I'm going to have to, I think, start collecting in Lubeck. But at first, I need to get Denmark out of there. They have a lot of this trade. So if I can get Denmark to stop having all this trade, I should be fine. And especially if I can get Sweden to give me more of their trade, that would be great. I need to start utilizing some trade companies at some point. So if we can expand into Russia or into Alexandria, that would be awesome. But the problem is I don't really have a good CB right now. So yeah, it's not going to be great. It's just, I think we should just play kind of tall for a little while, play a little bit slow, try and fix our trade, and then get more absolutism, and then possibly, I don't know, possibly wait for imperialism before we go any harder. I don't know. This should be pretty fun, though. I mean, we're going to form Germany pretty soon. We should kind of play around with that mission tree a little bit. But we need to start making more money. That's just bottom line here. We are broke. I want to ruin Venice's trade, so I'm going to take all the stuff over here in the Venice node. They're stealing some of my stuff that I'm trying to push upstream, so it's probably a good call to do this. And we're going to concentrate out of that as well. All right, let's piece out Austria here. We can't fully annex them, but we can get quite a few of their provinces. I can't concentrate from anywhere, but we're going to have to core everything up anyways. Hopefully the rest doesn't murder us here. Finally taking the next admin tech, 17. One more and I can form Germany and get the next idea set, but that's the big one. The admin efficiency is going to be really helpful here. I can actually form new states now. I think I'm going to get as close to the gov cap as I can, because quite honestly, I need to start using some of this stuff to get some more money here, honestly. So we fixed our trade a little bit. We're making about 58 ducats per month in total income, even after spending all that money on the interest. So I'm sort of happy with it. I really need to get rid of Sweden and Denmark. I fabricated a lot of claims over here in Jutland and on the islands here as well. So I just need them to leave that coalition. I mean, countries have been leaving the coalition left and right. I wonder if I can maybe declare on Persia, if that'll do it. But nobody here really is gonna leave. My aggressive expansion is so high with all of the Christian world. And the Mamluks probably don't like me too much either. Although if they leave, it's possible that the coalition could fall apart. But they've been leaving and coming back to the coalition over and over again anyway, so I'm going to refinance a little bit here. Take one loan here. I'm going to pay off some of the 1%ers. I guess I need one more loan. Now I'm going to take more 1% loans from the burghers. Use those 1% loans to pay off to 4% loans. As many as I can afford. That's probably a little bit better now. Okay, making about 11 more ducats a month. That's actually not bad at all. So hopefully that'll help me start paying off some of this debt. Truce with Venice ends in 31, so we'll declare on them. Hopefully that will break up this coalition by calling Aragon in. That would be great, because I really need to fight Denmark and Sweden. We're making some money now. I did just reroute my trade, so we'll see what this ends up being. We're about to integrate Orleans in the next month. Orleans is integrated. My trade didn't really improve that much. Actually went down. I'll have to fix that again. Oh, because we're not collecting in Lubeck. That's why. Why are we collecting Lubeck? Venice, Genoa, Krakow. Yeah, Krakow is going to collect in Lubeck. That'll fix it, I think. So we integrated Orleans. We get some of their units. Decent sized stack. Probably too much cav. But the gov cap is now a problem. There, now we're making a little bit more money from our trade. It's not too bad. Start annexing Toulouse here. And then after that's done, we'll get rid of the strong duchies privilege, and that should let us get a little bit higher absolutism. Once I get around 60 maybe, I might try to fire court and country. I just want that max absolutism to be a little higher without having to revoke some of these governing capacity privileges, because I really need those. Okay, so we can get the admin tech 18, and we can form the German nation. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. For the next idea group, here's the plan, all right? I'm going to take admin ideas. Once I complete admin ideas, I'm going to get rid of Inno ideas, and I'm going to fill out religious ideas. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the Deus Vult before imperialism is really a thing. That way, we can take a lot of land and go for almost a world conquest here. So that's something that, I mean, if you're doing the Prussia campaign, again, Inno quality, offensive, really, really strong. Our units at this point, we're not going to be challenged. The only thing is the coalition. I don't want to fight the coalition war. I probably should have done it by now. I probably could have been out of that war by now, but I'm kind of recovering my economy, so playing a little bit, you know, just speed 5 right now and waiting for some truces to expire. But we don't need the Inno ideas anymore. We're at almost 100 innovativeness. The tech cost is really nice and whatnot, so that's really great. But at this point, the admin and the gov cap is going to be even more valuable. And those religious ideas are going to be great for just converting everything, because I want to form the Roman Empire this game, so that's that idea. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the admin ideas here. We're going to be going for the adaptability. It'll be nice to get that stab cost and everything else as well that comes with this. The big thing being the gov cap once we finish the ideas. Let's complete the mission, Renovate Berlin. That gives me until Berlin is sieged down, which it has a 4. I should probably upgrade that to like a serious bastion. It gives me monthly splendor and admin power until it's sieged down, so that's 1 extra monthly admin power, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete the professional army missions. They do give you some bonuses. The drill gain, the regiment drill loss, that's nice, but honestly, I don't think it's going to really matter in the grand scheme of things. We're going to be forming Rome anyways, so we're going to go ahead and just form the German nation and not worry about the rest of this mission tree. With that being said, let's go ahead and form the German nation. We're going to say yes, please. And let's look at our ideas. You get admin efficiency in your ideas, which is really, really strong, and you keep the infantry combat ability in your national ideas as well. Tech cost, goods produced, all kinds of great stuff. I guess we can choose a culture to integrate into German. I guess I'm integrating a culture. Let's take a look at the missions. So we get a united industry by having 30 provinces with manufactories. Gives us some reform progress, which is great. We kind of need that. We're able to construct the Kiel Canal if we want to. Then we just need 10 provinces with 30 dev in Germany, which shouldn't be that hard. We can get some bonuses to our goods produced and all that other good stuff. We'll wait on that one. At some point, we'll probably push that one. That's really going to help our economy. Now for the military tree, permanent claims, and we get some 30 years of manpower recovery speed, land fire damage, and a cheaper Diplo Rep advisor. We get the Annex Poland mission done, so we get some permanent reams on the Balkans, Scandinavia region, Carpathia. Oh, that's going to be really good, because we need to invade Scandinavia like yesterday. Till the end of the game, we get missionary strength with heretics, culture conversion cost. That's really good. We already have Polish as accepted culture, so that's not a problem. Missionary strength till the end of the game. Sweet. Cure the Low Countries, so we get permanent claims on the France region. We need to upgrade some of our ports. Everyone Trade Center in the Low Countries region to level 2. I already have them all level 2, so that's not really a thing that's going to matter. End of the game, 50 trade power. That's really good, actually. Or Lubeck gets trade efficiency and provincial trade power. Well, it doesn't really matter. Our main trading port is going to be in English Channel anyway, so probably the Dutch coast is the better option. Break the Habsburgs. We can do annex all of Austria here, and then we get a permanent claim on Italy. So that'll be really good. Oh man, I wish my truce with Austria was up before my truce with Venice, because that would be awesome. So I need to own Paris. And then I'll get some permanent power projection. Expand administration cost minus 80% till the end of the game. What? That's awesome. Wow. Permanent claims on Britain. Well, we already have all of Britain under our thumb, so that's not a problem. We get to move into Africa after we build a navy. That's not something we can do right now, but we can after we get some more money. So we still have the Prussian militarization, so it probably would have been good to finish that mission tree then, before diving into the German tree. That's unfortunate, but I think overall forming Germany early is probably still better anyways than waiting. I need to get a higher level advisor, but I also need to bring my inflation down without spending too much of my admin. I want to crank through this tree as quick as I can. Oh, people are leaving the coalition because I changed nations. Let's go. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is really good. I just need Denmark to leave. Look at those permaclaims. Oh my god, we're gonna eat them. Cancel the drilling here. Everyone's leaving. Okay, 2 Sicilies join, Papal State join. Okay, so now they're joining the coalition again. I just need to get truces with everybody. I should probably just declare on somebody right away, right? I have permaclaims on Brittany and France. I probably just declare on France, right? We'll call in Denmark, so I'll probably just Brittany, and then I'll just eat part of France anyways. Yeah, let's just declare on Brittany here. It'll call in the Pope in France. Get back to war. All right, let's declare on Venice. We have to do it now. We can't delay. I will get permanent claims once I beat Austria, so if this Venice war lasts for another 2 years, I should be able to just take quite a bit of this, and for really cheap coring cost too. Let's take Rome from the Papal State. Probably core that up just fine. Now it'll let me actually see what I need to restore the Roman Empire. I need to have quite a bit of Byzantium in the Mamluks here, which is fine. I can integrate Byzantium at any point later down the line. It's going to cost me quite a bit, but it's getting cheaper every time we get more absolutism. We only have 118 at the moment, but we're going to get there. I'm going to take Paris from France for the mission. That'll let me invade France here, so I get permanent power projection and expand administration cost to the end of the game. That's quite phenomenal. It's going to make it really cheap to hit this button. Plus 20 gov cap every time. I need to get to the next reform, though. This is probably the most important reform. This one, it'll be nice to have as fast as we can, but I need that 250 gov cap. That is going to be game-changing. I don't think I'm going to statify anything else for the rest of the foreseeable future, but I'm going to be expanding pretty rapidly, and I can't really afford to have any more states just yet. But admin ideas, once I get Naples and a few other modifiers, I should have plenty of gov cap to play with. Let's piece out of Britain here. I'm going to do a full annexation of them, and we'll core all of those provinces up. Yeah, I can't do any concentration here, so let's just core it all. Kind of expensive, but we kind of need to. Gonna get any more government buildings? Not yet. Okay, we can finish off Austria as well as Florence. So let's go ahead and do that. Once we own Austria, we'll get permanent claims on all of this stuff. So we're going to annex Florence as well as Austria at the same time here, and then we can piece out Venice and start coring all that stuff with the permanent claims. 100% peace deal. There's a little bit of dip on that, but it's okay. We finished annexing our subject anyways. We're going to catch up on dip naturally. We get the break the Habsburgs, so we get permanent claims on Italy. We get monthly cultural unity, some prestige, some army tradition, and that goes to mill points because we're already capped. We get the Carpathian conquest as well for having Hungary, I believe. So we get some local autonomy, local dev cost, local goods produced, or we get max promoted culture and promote culture cost. So we get to choose. Minus 5% territory's governing cost of our average autonomy is below 25%. Okay, that's pretty good. Or you promote culture cost. We'll try this one. That sounds pretty good. Territory's governing cost. That's actually probably pretty decent, huh? We lost the core creation cost from the Prussian monarchy. I could probably give out some more gov cap, but I took that away on purpose. I think I can probably give this out. That's 5 absolutism, though. This is definitely necessary, though. We should probably take that, huh? 5% territory governing cost. That's massive. All right, let's wait to core these before we piece out Venice. I don't want to be too overextended. All right, let's finally piece out from Venice here. I'll take money and all of their provinces. If I can't concentrate from any of this stuff here, I can, just from this province. Maybe I should have concentrated from these guys. Oh, well. Too late for that. All right, let's go ahead and start a golden era, I think. It's probably time for this. And now we're going to core all this stuff. Actually, I probably should wait a month or a couple days, right? No, it goes through all the way, right away. So let's see, the power costs go down. Beautiful, save some admin there. I definitely need to take the ideas here. I want this core creation cost as fast as possible. Then I'm going to catch up on my admin tech. We just need to get through these ideas. We are expanding, and we're trying to get admin groups done. So it's really going to start to hurt us here. I think I need to fight this coalition more, honestly. Maybe I fight Genoa. That way I can occupy their capital right away, and then just peace out. And then after that truce timer with everybody's done, I should be able to declare wars individually. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Harsh treatments are only costing me like 5 mil at a time. I just harsh treated everything. Now we're at cap absolutism, so that's pretty freaking awesome. If I can be at war with unrest, I can trigger the disaster. So honestly, now would be a good time to actually trigger that. Oh, it needs to be -1. I can get some war exhaustion. This could possibly do it. You know what? Yeah, this is probably a better war than starting the coalition war, because that way I can break the truces of these guys, or get these guys out of the coalition. I just need to fight Denmark. So, yeah, this is better than a coalition war. Let's take that as a war goal. All right, let's do it. Aggressive expansion, so be it, whatever. Are we going to get court and country now? We have everything we need. Perfect. This is great. All right, Denmark, I'm actually just going to white peace, and then after that truce is up in 41. I'm gonna go back to war. I just can't remember. I just can't forget to go back to war before they join the coalition. Look how cheap this harsh treatment is. That's kind of crazy. 5. I'm just gonna keep harsh treating these guys. 93. Easy absolutism right here. 94 absolutism. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Once court and country's here, I can probably keep all my privileges active if I want to. All right, Genoa will peace out for all of this. Our court and country stopped ticking, but this should make it start ticking again because our unrest will be higher. And I think I can core all of the overextended stuff. We just need to get our unrest higher. That's better. It should start ticking this month then. I just need to continue to be at war. I want to make sure I take like all this stuff from 2 Sicilies. It's going to cost me some dip and some admin, but I think it's definitely worth it because we get Naples and we need Naples right now. And also the trade power. We need the trade power in Italy because we're going to be collecting in Venice and Genoa. So that's going to be helpful. So we get another mission for having some advisors all level 3, I believe. And we get some possible advisors. We get strength in the Eucharist, so we get +5 maximum absolutism. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yearly absolutism per advisor level. Okay, we have some options here. So we get yearly absolutism per advisor level. We get some morale per advisor level. That's really good. And we get monthly autonomy change per advisor level. Okay, so the absolutism per year, that really isn't going to matter. So, oh, but this will give you the max absolutism total. Okay, that morale bonus is not going to really matter for us. I think the absolutism is probably more valuable. I actually don't know, because we're going to be pretty capped on absolutism anyways. It's not like it's max effective absolutism. That would be great if we could have like 110% effective absolutism. But yeah, we just need to have statesmen. Otherwise, yeah, so we have to have a statesman for that to even be an effectiveness. You know what, let's just get this. That's fine. The extra absolutism is really good. Okay, so more or less that just cancels out, because this one already is a -5, so this is just a free policy that gives them some influence. So lets me recruit Minster for free, more or less. That's not too bad. So we get the statesmen's for free the whole time, so that's easy enough. So if I really need to fish for statesmen's, I can grab that policy. Okay, I'm probably not going to use it, to be honest, but, you know, it's okay. All right, let's peace out 2 Sicilies. I'll just take this for now. I want to start going back to war with Denmark. I think I'm going to truce break them just to get my war exhaustion higher, or I can stay in this war until the call for peace starts to happen. Although, I guess their colonies are stronger than mine, so it might be a while until this gets sieged down, if at all. All right, let's do the truce break on Denmark. Unfortunately, you know what? I'll keep my stab at -1. It's fine. I need that stab. I just want court and country to fire, and right now it's like it's teetering on the edge. Finally, we can do it. Yeah, l'état c'est moi. Let's go. Government capacity. I don't have to struggle anymore. We're gonna peace out the French. Take that for now. Quite a bit of course here. That completes a mission. The Italian invasion, we get some gov cap till the end of the game, 150, and some admin power. Really close to being able to get this, but I need to core my stuff first, unfortunately. Almost a court and country. We should be getting that in a few months, actually. Once that fires, we'll stab back up, but we're probably going to full annex Denmark as well. By full annex, I mean we'll take everything they have over here and then leave them with Greenland and some stuff they have in Africa. Oh, we popped court and country. So for this event, there are 2 options. More or less what it does is it gives you these things until the end of the disaster, which lasts 10 years. So May 1st, 1650. I have to keep that date in mind because there's no way to check it once this pop-up fires. But I like to get this one. So you lose 5 absolutism off the rip. There's plenty of events that'll let you get that absolutism back pretty quickly. The -1 unrest until the end of the disaster, I think, is more worth it than the autonomy change. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We want to make sure absolutism is like above 70, I believe, is the number. I haven't fired court and country in a long time. I'm pretty sure 70 is the number. So it needs to be at least 70 by the end of the disaster. And then we get +25, I believe, maximum absolutism. So that should be definitely attainable here. Why is there 26 dev here? That is crazy, man. But unfortunately, our absolutism went down because of the court and country disaster. Temporarily goes down. I could revoke one of these, get some 5 more max absolutism. I don't think I need to. I'd love to revoke one of these, but we have until 41 where there's 10 extra influence. So we should be able to boost up the burghers and revoke the free enterprise and get that 10 absolutism there too before we can peace out of this war. All right, let's peace out of Denmark here. We'll just leave them with this province and the stuff in Greenland, as well as their stuff in Africa. This should more or less consolidate some of our trade in the Lübeck node. I can concentrate from Denmark. Let's go. All right. That's really helpful. That finishes another mission for Secure the North Sea. We get some culture change. We get some trade power. We get years of separatism -10 till the end of the game. That's crazy. Well, that's just the region. Never mind. I thought it was like total. Oh, and we get the Baltic conquest as well. We get a general, the Hunter tradition, some more trade power. 2 years of trade income, which is a decent amount. We have one more mission done down the line. Compulsory education. So we get culture conversion costs and institution spread till the end of the game. We get some more innovativeness. We're capped on that. The excess ones will turn into monarch power, so that's pretty good. Radical reforms can fire again. I don't think we've had radical reforms, so I guess we can get radical reforms twice. We should probably try and get that. All right, let's go ahead and core all these provinces. All right, we're done coring that for now. I think I'll probably fight Sweden at some point. If I no CB the Knights, or truce break the Knights rather, I'll fight Russia. The coalition should disband, and I should be able to fight Sweden 1v1. I really need to get their Swedish trade power here, because they're taking a lot of the trade. Great Britain's stealing a lot of the trade from Lubeck, but Sweden's stealing a lot of the trade from the Baltic. Now that Denmark's gone, we should be fine. Probably making a lot more money from trade in Lubeck node. I'll consolidate my trade. Right now I'm collecting from everywhere. Once we kind of settle down a little bit, we'll fix our trade a little bit more, and maybe even start integrating Great Britain, which right now it won't tell me how fast they'll integrate. Maybe that will change, but once we finish court and country, and maybe even get the next admin efficiency from the Tech 23, we should be able to integrate Great Britain pretty quickly. All right, court and country is over, so we get 20 at max absolutism, and the negative modifier goes away. So now we're sitting on a max of 134. I'm pretty sure our effective absolutism caps out at 100 at the moment, so we can give out some privileges and be totally fine. The truce with 2 Sicilies is over, so we're going to go ahead and we'll probably take Salerno as the war goal. Put this back to war with France again. We can probably take some more of their provinces. And then once we get 2 Sicilies out of here, we're going to have pretty much full control over the Genoese trade and the Venetian trade. So we're going to start making a crud more money. We're finally making good money now. 555 of total income, 279 of that from trade. So slowly starting to get that under control. I'm probably going to integrate Great Britain at some time soon. I'll probably start that. We'll just have to bleed the monthly dip power. That's totally fine. I could always attack them and keep truce breaking. I just want to get my stab cost down a little bit, maybe build some monuments, go this way a little bit. Once we get this trade, we probably don't even need the English Channel trade. That's the only reason I really want to rush down integrating them. But also be nice to form Rome as well. So okay, so we get radical reforms for the first time. We'll fire these advisors. We'll take both of that. We'll hire them back. My inflation guy, there he's level 3 inflation guy. All right, so now we can get it again because of that mission. So that's just free points for me, honestly. Let's go ahead and grab these stab costs. That's huge for us. 2 more ideas in admin, and then I'm not sure what I want to do with Inno ideas. I might get rid of them. We're going to be expanding pretty rapidly here. We have, let's see, that's 10 years ahead, but 30 more years for imperialism. So if I get Deus Vault, I can start conquering pretty quickly before imperialism, which would be really nice. All right, let's see how this fight goes. Oh, speed 5 is too fast, man. Well, it was supposed to be a stack wipe, but... Oh, it was a stack wipe. Look at that. All right, we can't integrate another culture. I'll just go by whatever's the highest. Flemish, it looks like, is going to be the highest one. Lower Saxon of the list. And all of Italy is now ours. We might be able to concentrate into Amsterdam, but probably not. Probably not. Amsterdam's like a 70-some dev province now. But we can core all of that. I'm going to hit the core all button because I do have some half states I don't want to quite core just yet. I want to finish my ideas before I start messing around with that. But yeah, wow, our trade is going to be phenomenal now in Genoa and in Venice. We're going to start making some crazy money. 324 now from trade. That's crazy. All right, it's time to fight this coalition. I'm sick of it. I just want to expand into Sweden right now, and it won't let me. We're gonna go this way here, and hopefully just beat up on this coalition. I'm gonna play at speed 4 probably here. Send all my troops over to Russia. We should just win, honestly. Most of this stuff is in the New World, honestly. The Castilian stuff. And the Portuguese stuff, I do believe. Nope, they're out of the coalition because of the truce. Yeah, this is easy peasy. Radical reforms are round 2. And with that, we can actually get our next admin tech. Governing cost 20%. I want to take a few provinces from Sweden here, and then I'm going to be done with the war. I want to take this from Sweden and have them annul alliances with Russia, and then I think I'm just going to truce break them right away. I should be able to full annex them. I'll have to double check and see. I will take my policy, and let's start coring all this stuff up. It'll be relatively cheap. We have a lot of GovCap to play with. I'm going to state all of Italy if I can, I think, and then when we form Rome, we'll start making a lot of money. Russia is actually really strong. Holy moly, they have quality, quantity, and offensive finished with economic, so they got some good policies there. I mean, Persian morale is actually disgusting. But where's the Russians? Russians got 5.6. The discipline is 128, so they're pretty on par with me in terms of discipline, which is super insane. While we're at it, let's declare for Reykjavik. Should be able to land on here with at least 6k troops, and I guess, well, that's a fort level 6. Well, they don't even have enough troops to siege their own fort, so hopefully they don't have any rebel problems. That would be really unfortunate for them. All right, I'm going to pull the trigger on this. I'm going to dump Inno ideas. That's going to give me some admin back. That's good. I'm going to use that to core. I'm going to take influence ideas. If I get the policies, everything will be 50% cheaper to integrate. I can integrate Byzantium for like 900, we're just going to crank through these ideas and just hopefully I'll be able to integrate my subjects a lot easier. They get rid of some of my pretty strong policies, but it's okay. Let's truce break Sweden. I'll buy this down once, and then I'll boost this up twice. We should be able to full annex them, I do believe. All right, just barely able to fully annex Sweden. Excellent. Well, that'll make our Baltic trade a lot stronger. And then we can probably fight Russia. I might wait till that truce just expires, to be honest. But that'll be a war that I need to get all my units in place first, because they just have so many men. Let's embrace the institution for way too much money. Let's peace out Sweden. Name placement needs to get fixed. This is bad. Definitely can't concentrate anywhere, but I can core everything. We're missing 2 points. That's okay. Right away, we get the separatist sentiment, unfortunately. I think you can click this now. You used to not be able to, but I don't know if it works. Like, if I click it, it might be delayed like the 3 months it takes to pop up. I think I might be saving myself 3 months. Does that make sense in my head? I don't know. I'm going to set my focus to dip. I'm going to be integrating a lot of subjects. I'm going to be going through a lot of dip power, so I think that dip focus is going to be pretty valuable. We completed the Imperial Navy mission, so we get some ship trade power, naval tradition for protecting trade, and we get a claim on the Southern Africa subcontinent. So we can start doing some wars down here. We also get Burn the Wooden Wall, so we get some Navy tradition and some other bonuses. All right, now we can do some imperialism stuff. Let's do imperialism on Congo. Not the imperialism CV, but let's just do the imperialism action, the act of doing it. All right, let's finish off the influence idea group. We're going to grab the 2 policies for the annexation cost. And now let's look and see how much it's going to be to integrate, for example, Byzantium. 1,000 dip. Easy, easy. So we should start the integration of Great Britain. We'll inherit all their subjects, and then we'll have a lot of colonial range. And then I think we're going to try and annex the colonizers once imperialism gets here. Because that would just be great to just inherit all their subjects in the New World before they break free. The next idea group went with religious. It was a toss-up between religious and quantity ideas. We can always get quantity ideas at level 26. I don't think we really need them. Our armies are pretty strong as it is, so I think religious ideas just for the conversion strength to make ourselves a little more stable with that tolerance of the true faith is really going to help us. Send that peace deal. Get a mission. Scramble for Africa. Permanent claims on a bunch of stuff. In China, let's grab this CB, the claim of PCB. I think that's applicable to Ethiopia. Oh, excellent. So yeah, we can do a CB on Ethiopia for all of their stuff as well. That's going to be great. What about Persia? Is technically this stuff going to be in Africa, or does that just count as the Levant? It counts as the Levant, so I guess not, but yeah, we can take all this stuff in from Ethiopia. That'd be fantastic. I think I'm going to go through and statify some of these provinces. I mean, we have some extra gov cap. I'm going to get another 50 when I finish the Naples Monument to level 3, just to get a little more economy going in my nation. At least do a couple states at a time. I think that's probably fairly good. Oh, and I just realized I can get that achievement now. So I just need to build 50 Marines, or 40 Marines, and that's that. Build up to the force limit, more or less. Oop, I'm running out of money. Nice that it uses your sailors instead of your manpower. One more. We need more sailors. I've never thought I'd ever say that. We need more sailors. In 52 days, when this Marine spawns, we will get our achievement. And with that, we get the For the Emperor achievement. That was my last Germany achievement to get. Didn't end up getting the Ringed Hussars. I think I'd rather just be Poland and do that one. I'll do that another time. I don't think I'm going to do that one in a video. It's just another Poland game. But this was incredibly fun to be Germany and Prussia as Poland. I mean, look at our diplomat mode. We're going to continue this campaign. We're going to form Rome, and then we're going to call it a day. So I guess we integrated enough cultures so we can abolish our cultural fragmentation government reform, so we can integrate all of the Germanic cultures. We also get 100 government reform progress, which is amazing. Diplomatic revolution, we give free policies for dip, so that's good. We're going to start getting a little more dip things since we're pretty much dead even with integrating Great Britain. We get 100 splendor, beginning of the age. 1 stability, that's pretty excellent. Oh, I need to get an ally with 500 dev. Persia likes me, right? Oh, I'm at war, but after I peace out, they'll do that. So I'll ally Persia. I can break that alliance any time. I can get the extra dip rep, so that'll really help me with my annexation. 15 loyal to the end of the game for Junkers. Okay, that's pretty good. We just need to get their loyalty to 60. The equilibrium is at 69, so we just have to let that go up. All right, let's grab the separation of powers. Locked. What do you mean I need to enact the previous tiers? Am I missing one? Oh, I'm missing noble privileges. Okay. Manpower or tax? Well, now it's definitely the manpower. That's for sure. Stab cost is good for truce breaking. I don't really need that. I'll take the manpower, I think. All right, now let's enact the separation of powers. I'll take the admin efficiency. And I think we don't need the Marines anymore. So let's go ahead and take the military engineering. That's going to cost us 50 reform progress. And now I think we have everything that we want, so we can go ahead and we can expand administration for pretty cheap since we have that modifier. Our governing capacity is no longer a problem. We were making so much money, we're just building so many buildings. We've statified quite a bit of Europe here. I think we're going to try and state pretty much every province in Rome that's not in a trade company region, so that's going to be really cool. I don't know why my integration is paused with Great Britain. We're at 43.8% and it's just stopped. Not sure what that's all about. Oh, they have a province that's sieged, so that's why. Okay, I need to get out of this war so I can integrate them faster. This is taking too long. Portugal will peace out for a null of alliances, which means I can fully annex Aragon. Go ahead and core all that up. We got the alliance with Prussia, so now we can get the concept of, or the concert of Europe. So we can get diplomatic reputation, so that'll integrate even faster for Great Britain. All right, let's take the religious diplomats so we can get the extra dip rep, integrate England a little bit faster. We have some government, some absolutism to play with. Our max effective absolutism is at 100, so anything over 100 is a little bit wasteful. It's nice to have a little bit more than that, so if you have to reduce war exhaustion or some event happens that makes you have to lose absolutism, it's good to have extra, which is always nice and welcome. Oh. Okay, I didn't realize that we got the bonus from this already. 10% effective max of absolutism, so we should definitely be dumping all of our money into the Berlin-Brandenburg Gate. Let's upgrade this to the max level. We're making a good amount of manpower, so we can spend some of our manpower on this. We're not going to go to war until after imperialism, so we have like a good amount of time yet to recover our stuff. We get the extra 10% max effective absolutism, so go over to our absolutism here. We see we get an extra 0.5% discipline, an extra 3% admin efficiency. So that's 3% admin efficiency from Brandenburg Gate. That's actually pretty decent. We finish the mission, control the Junkers. We get max privileges +1. We get some permanent loyalty, 15% at that. And we get some power per their loyalty, so that's pretty good. And we can complete the final mission down here, the Kaiserreich. We get an event, we get some power projection, we get some monarch power, land maintenance modifier, early Prussian militarization growth. We get to embrace our roots, so we can get 10% infantry combat ability. That's pretty good. And the reform modifiers are land maintenance and early Prussian militarization. Waiting, no, that's probably not that great. 15% more gov cap. Oh boy. Well, the Prussian militarization, that's not going to be a thing once we form Rome, if I do believe. So I think the best choice is probably going to be the last one. So 15% gov cap or scaling infantry combat ability. We already got rid of our policies. Our infantry combat ability could use a little bit of a boost since we got rid of the innovative ideas. So this one's probably not that bad. But honestly, I do think the 15% gov cap is going to be more significant. So let's go ahead and take that. That unlocks this Kaiserreich here. So now we just need 50, I guess next month we'll get it, 50 government reform progress, and we can switch from the strength and noble privileges to that. Next month we integrate Great Britain. There it is. So that is absolutely massive for us. Our trade power in English Channel is going to be pretty much maxed out. We have an extra merchant, I believe, from the Congo. So we can go ahead and send him from anywhere. I think we can go ahead and stop collecting in Lubeck and just transfer everything to the English Channel now. And we'll transfer from Champagne as well. We'll need the Rhineland one as well. So we should have 100% trade. There it is. Excellent. We have extra merchants to spend as well. Wow, we have a lot of troops. Can we afford them? We actually can. That's insane. I guess that's the power of having your colonies. Now I think what we plan to do is to declare war on France and fully annex them and then take all of their colonies as well, since that should be pretty manageable. All right, let's go ahead and declare war on France. We'll take Barcelona as the war goal. That's fine. All right, now let's try and get all of our units over to siege them down, and then hopefully the New World stuff, our colonies can handle that. 81k to 180, yeah, they should be able to handle that on their own, to be honest. I'll get over there because it should be, I should have some stacks in the New World just because. Let's see, I have lots of boats. See if I can send this 60k stack over there. That's probably going to be enough. I should organize my units here that I inherited from Great Britain, but I think we'll just leave them be for now. Where else can I send my units? Timbuktu, I guess that's a thing. This guy can go and siege them down. All right, we inherited Hungary. Just Hungary. Sometimes you inherited multiple, but it would have been nice if we got Bohemia. I'd rather have their trade than the Hungarian stuff. But that works out pretty nicely. We're looking a lot bigger now. Chance to inherit Bohemia is 34%, so we didn't hit that one. And Lithuania is it's -3 actually for Lithuania. But that is really nice. Let's go ahead and grab imperialism. Pretty good CB. We're going to use that on Castile and Portugal now. We'll try and integrate their subjects. And then we'll fight Persia. I want to try and get Byzantium's supports independence disabled by Castile and Russia. It should be easy enough to fight these guys mano a mano. I think Russia being the easier of the targets. All right, from France, I'll take full annexation. Gives us all of their colonies. Makes our colonies probably a little more disloyal, but that's fine. That's a very high tariff. I need to spend some admin to get rid of that. Knowing that it's not free anymore, but okay. All right, now that we've annexed France, I think it's time to fight Portugal. I think more or less we just get all the colonizers done with, and then we deal with the bigger colonizer to our east in the Rus. So let's take on Portugal. We'll do imperialism, and we should be able to fight them. We have to fight Persia too, which is okay, I think. They have 233,000 men. We'll just start marching our men down there, no problem. We need to get our men off of Great Britain, actually. That's kind of an issue. We need to split up this big navy here. It is ridiculously expensive to maintain. Our subjects should be able to fight most of this for us anyways. Let's go ahead and fight Portugal. We should try and peace out Persia as fast as we can. And then, do you have any alliances other than Portugal? No. So we shouldn't have a problem just beating them one-on-one at a later date. We were able to actually take all of Portugal in just one war. The tooltip says would result in Portugal's annexation or vassalization, so we'll take everything. We'll give these two provinces to Morocco because we can't core them just yet, and we'll send that demand. All right, so the New World's almost cleaned up, just have to fight Castile now. And while the Portuguese core is finished, let's go ahead and declare war on Castile. That war took a lot longer than I intended, but we're fully able to peace out Castile for everything. We'll get the last of the colonizers under our belt, so we don't have to worry about the New World. The Portuguese Mexico should handle a couple of these natives on their own. And hopefully this vassal swarm will help us generate enough manpower and force limit to conquer the rest of our desired provinces pretty quickly. As far as forming the Roman Empire goes, we are about 125 provinces away. Once we annex Byzantium, that should more or less be done. So I think we're going to start working on Morocco next, and then we'll take on Byzantium right after that. But with that being said, let's peace out Castile. I doubt I'll be able to concentrate from anywhere, but might as well try. Nope. All right, let's just core everything. All right, let's declare on Russia. We should be able to seize them down pretty easily here. We have quite a few stacks in the area. My stacks are just absurdly disgusting right now. They're not uniform, and some people might get annoyed by that. But this is just how we operate sometimes. Huge battle on Nizhny Novgorod right now. Not a lot of losses, though. Oh, that was the wrong battle. Good amount of losses on their part. No cannons on either side, but that's fine. Knights must be occupied, so let's go ahead and piece them out. Oh, not quite. I think I'm going to take them non-co-belligerent in this war just to get another tag off the map. We're building our town halls in every single province, more or less. There's only a few that are left to build it in. And our governing capacity is sitting at about 1,500 at the moment. And once these finish, it's going to drop down significantly. We are actually statifying quite a bit of stuff, especially in the German culture groups, because we can take advantage of the accepted cultures there. And once we form Rome, we might even start converting stuff to Roman. That might be fun. All right, from Russia, we'll take 100% war score. Quite a bit of overextension, but it's totally okay. We can totally core all of this in one go. So let's go ahead and send that demand. And we have grown quite a bit. Once we annex Lithuania here at a certain point, we should be able to have really, really clean borders. And this is more or less going to cripple Russia. They're not going to be able to put up as much of a fight as they did this time around. We're going to start annexing Byzantium now. It'll be done September of 1710, so that'll only take 7 years and about 700 dip. Just got to make sure that they stay loyal. Then I think after we're done annexing them, we'll start fighting Persia. I think in the meantime, we'll start maybe fighting in Africa while we wait for this annexation to complete, and then we'll fight Persia, and we should form Rome. We're having quite a few rebel problems now. Good news is the cores are almost done, so the overextension is going to be going away. But yeah, we're slowly integrating our Byzantium over here, and hopefully, shortly, we'll be able to form the Roman Empire once that's complete. All right, let's peace out for full annexation of all of these guys here. Get a little bit of money as well, so we're going to core all that stuff up, and luckily, we can do Timbuktu for some free tech cost. That is phenomenal. Also, Pastor's loyalty is really stacking up lately. That's going to jump to quite high, and it'll never go down, so lots of monuments give Pastor loyalty, which is actually pretty sweet. This monument's actually pretty decent too, at the Al Jafir Palace. The harsh treatment costs are great, especially in this age, but also that missionary strength is phenomenal. 2% at the max level, so we're just going to go ahead and max this all out. And just like that, Byzantium is integrated. Oh, did we inherit anything? What? We didn't inherit anything? Our ruler was so young. How did they die? Redonkulous. I guess I'm going to have to stab up. But that's fine. We inherited Byzantium, and I think we can click the button now. No way. We're 7 provinces short. That's crazy. All right, Persia needs to go. Let's go. We'd be 3 provinces short if we had Bohemia. Wow, okay, I guess we're gonna invade Persia. Let's let these cores finish and we'll get on the border. All right, let's imperialism on Persia, get those last provinces. We probably take half of their stuff, right, honestly, for this war. Let's declare that war, and then let's look and see what we got here for war score. So click on any province, hover over this, and it takes 3.5 wars to kill them. Wow. They got a lot of dev over here. Revolutions is here, so we lost the admin efficiency from the absolutism age, but that is okay. We should be able to get these passed really quickly. All we have is everything but parliament, so, I mean, we're just going to crank through these. Prussian discipline is going to be sweet, by the way, but I don't think we can actually unlock it because we're not technically Prussia. We're Germany yet, so that's unfortunate. But we can grab the artillery damage and the loyal subjects, which will be great. All right, let's peace out of Persia here. We're taking pretty much everything, minus Cyprus. I didn't want to land on that fort. Can't be bothered to control my navy right about now. But we'll take 173 worth of our overextension. That's totally okay. And we're going to start coring all of this stuff up. And guys, I think it is also time to hit the button. Before we start coring that stuff, we might as well get some extra core creation cost. Roman ideas, if you didn't know, are actually insane. So let's go ahead and pop the Restore the Roman Empire. You can take a look at our ideas currently. Infantry combat ability, we'll get some of that. Not as much, but we'll get some of that back. Dip rep and legitimacy, admin efficiency here, goods produced, trade efficiency, discipline. Right now we're making enough money, so honestly the economic ones aren't as valuable to me. Tech cost, national unrest, we'll keep that when we switch the idea groups. Their ideas are very similar, but Rome, oh, that color is gorgeous. Yes, please. Rome is great. Prussian monarchy, don't really need the reform there. Prenoyars, we don't need Prenoyars. I'm pretty happy with the Kaiserreich. We have the Roman Empire government reform here. That gives us culture conversion costs. Really, really nice, by the way. Admin efficiency, max absolutism, and culture conversion time. So that's pretty sick. So we get extra admin efficiency in the government reform itself. We also get 5%, I do believe, in our ideas. Where is it hiding? It's hiding under here. 5% admin efficiency here, so we get an extra 5 admin efficiency overall. 25% core creation cost, and years of separatism down. That's insane. So if we end up getting humanist ideas next, we'd have minus 20 years of separatism between our policy and the idea sets. That makes it just so there's no rebels ever, pretty much. That's really, really powerful. The stab cost is great. I believe there's some culture conversion cost, land force limit, and combat ability. 10% infantry combat ability. The dip rep we keep. Again, the unrest we keep from the German ideas. So everything is really, really strong. The manpower, too. Oh, my goodness. We have over 1 million max manpower now, which is amazing. Just that color, too. You can't beat that color. Well, there are fun things that happen. Our primary culture changed to Roman. I went around and I started doing some culture conversions. You can pass a debate that'll give you extra culture conversion cost. So you can really stack that pretty high. I think, what's our total CCR here? Culture conversion cost, that is. Somewhere around 85%. Yeah, it's really cheap to convert cultures right now. Like, really, really cheap. Well, guys, I think we're going to call the run here. If you want to see me possibly do the world conquest, make sure to comment down below. It's doable. I just don't know if I want to do the time into that. I could probably even start working on I could probably even do a one culture, honestly, if I get my separatism down. All you would need more or less to do is to get humanist ideas with my current idea set. That separatism would go down, and you can start converting some cultures pretty quickly. The next idea is unlocked at Tech 26. So very possible to do, but there's no way I'm going to put myself through that pain. If you guys did like our little Poland into Prussia, into Germany, into Roman Empire run, please like and subscribe down below. We have a lot of EU4 content coming down the pipeline, so make sure to turn that notifications on and stay tuned for all of that. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.